So I had my gastric bypass on the NHS, and this is going to be my week 4 post-op video. So I've got my little notebook with all my little notes on it. So with pain, I'm pretty much free of pain. The only issue I'm still having is that pain in my side that I keep mentioning, and that is making it difficult when it comes to the school run, because although I can walk around now, I find that when I get that pain, it does stop me in my tracks and I have to like take a rest. So I feel like I'm not progressing in the sense that I'm able to like up my exercise or anything like that, because I'm still struggling to walk about. But I know that with time, obviously that will get better. Eating wise, things are okay, but I have found that I'm slipping back into bad habits because a lot of food still hurts when I'm trying to eat it, even if I chew the hell out of it till there's like nothing left. I found that it's still painful to eat a lot of things, and so I have been grazing a lot in like snacks and stuff, because I found that they go down really easy. I have heard people referring to them as like slider foods because they're so easy to go down, which is not obviously a good thing. But I have picked up on it straight away and I've noticed, so I really do need to start changing that. A lot of it I think is just mental side of it, because I'm scared that things are going to hurt, so I don't really want to try stuff, which is obviously not a good thing, but I really need to get over that, especially because the nausea is now obviously under control, because before I was scared that things were just going to make me feel sick, but now that that's under control, I just need to get over this fear of like things hurting, because I won't know until I try. So I do need to start eating a lot better. To be honest, nothing's really changed for week 4, other than obviously slipping back into old habits. Now with weight loss, I've pretty much stayed the same, to be honest. So this week I've lost 0.2 kilograms, which is 0.4 pounds. So even though it's a loss, it's pretty much maintaining. And I thought this would bother me a lot more than it has, because obviously you go through so much when it comes to this surgery that when you don't get like a bigger loss, a lot of people feel really disheartened by it, or start beating themselves up about it. But to be honest, it hasn't really bothered me, because at this point, week 4, you're still healing, to be honest. Like, it's a massive surgery and your body goes through a hell of a lot of stress with the surgery. So your weight loss isn't going to be consistent. I think a lot of people expect once they've had the surgery that they will lose a lot consistently at the beginning, and that's just not the case, because your body's just been through so much, it doesn't know what's happened, and it's trying so desperately hard to sort of regulate itself and to settle. So while you're in this early stage, your weight loss is going to be all over the place. Like one week I could lose what seems like loads, the next week I could lose a couple of pounds. So at this point I'm not letting it bother me. Obviously further down the line it'll probably bother me, but for right now I'm so focused on just getting back to normal and healing properly and getting back out there doing more exercise, that I'm not really letting it bother me, because I don't want to get obsessed with the scales. This is another reason why I only weigh myself once a week. I always weigh myself on a Wednesday morning, and there is a reason for that, because when I first started tier 3, I had sort of a phase where I was weighing myself a lot, and every time I didn't lose something, it really played on my mind, and my mental health just dropped. And I really beat myself up over it. I would go into appointments and get weighed, and I'd just start crying, and it was really bad. So I completely like banned myself from weighing myself. I just put the scales away, and I only weighed myself when it came to appointments. And I carried this on all the way up to surgery. Like when you're on the waiting list, you get a phone call from the bariatric team every like 3 months for an updated weight and to see if there's anything's changed in regards to like medications and or health conditions. And I would weigh myself like the morning of that appointment so that I had a weight to give them. Other than that, I would never weigh myself because I didn't want to get obsessed with it. And I knew that the chance of getting addicted to the scales, if you like, would raise massively after surgery. When you speak to people that have had surgery, the amount of people that admit to having an issue with the scales is massive. They get so obsessed with the number on the scale that it controls their whole mind, and it's so unhealthy. Especially straight after surgery, people are weighing themselves like every single day to see if they've lost anything, and then beat themselves up if they haven't lost that day. And that's just terrible for your mental health. So I only weigh myself once a week on a Wednesday morning, and I write it in my little notebook, and then I just sort of put the scales away and I don't think about it, because that's the best thing for me to do, because I know that I will have an issue with it if I let myself. So I don't let myself. But yeah, this week nothing's really happened, to be honest with you. So I don't have much to update on, but I wanted to give an updated weight, and I will see you for week 5 post-op.